Hi, I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Jacqueline. We are here to tell you about our Civic Action Project.
Have you ever felt endangered when walking to or from school?
We are trying to create a neighborhood watch where parents would be involved by supervising surrounding school areas in order to protect children, especially children that are high school sophomores and under. These are some of the statistics on the crime rates in Los Angeles, California. As we can see, most of the cities outside of LA are mostly, if not completely, green. But when you look at where we are, almost everything is orange or red. This shows that our community is filled with violence and it ultimately affects children. As we can see in this picture, crimes are committed mostly during school days close to 8:30 a.m., which is around entrance time, and the highest is around 3 p.m., dismissal time. There are crimes on non-school days, but the amount is about half of the amount there is on school days.
There are various students from our school that have been affected by this large amount of violence. These are two students we decided to interview about their assaults.
Can you describe the incident and your resulting sentiments?
The incident was, it was a while back, and I was with my best friend walking home from school, and these two about middle age, around 20, 21, not say middle age, came up from behind us and was grabbing at my best friend, trying to attack him, and I rather tried to defending him, pulling him away from the two men, and I got punched in the eye in the process. Eventually, my best friend ended up helping me and escorting me to the nearest public place.
And your resulting sentiments?
The results ended up in me getting rather paranoid. I thought I was fine at first, but then sooner or later, as the days passed by, I saw myself to be more paranoid of my surroundings. I felt insecure when I would walk home from school every now and then, and I just wouldn't feel as safe as I used to be.
What do you think we can do to prevent these situations from happening to other teens?
I think the primary problem of why it happened the way it did, that there wasn't enough supervision. It was, around the winter time, it does get pretty dark pretty early, so, a lot more eyes and more people prone to the public eye would most definitely would have helped. I do recommend something like along the lines of a neighborhood watch maybe, or maybe just more security around the police officers.
Your grade and how old you were when you were assaulted?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Marlene Canales. I was 14 when I was assaulted, and that was during freshman year.
Were you alone?
Yes, I was alone. I was walking home from school when all of a sudden two African American girls were walking behind me, and one of them just grabbed my chain and she began pulling it, but I didn't want her to take it, so I was holding on to it, and then she put her fist in my face and told me to let it go, and I was scared, so I just let it go, and then the other girl was just laughing, and that made me feel very upset and sad because I felt so insecure, and I just felt alone at the moment.
Was there an adult present?
No, there was no adult.
Do you think if there was, the same thing would have happened?
I think if an adult was there, the same thing would not have happened because they would have tried to prevent it, and they would have helped me in some way by either calling the cops or standing up against them or something.
What do you think we can do to prevent these situations from happening to other teens?
I think more security around the streets, because in South Central right here, there's not a lot of security, and then that's why it's known for its crime rate, because there's just not a lot of security.
In order to create a neighborhood watch program, we must recruit an avid group of parents or adults willing to help supervise during arrival and dismissal hours. After recruiting and scheduling a day for the first meeting, we must gather the materials such as handbooks, block maps, and family data sheets. The block map helps guide shifts and designate areas to the neighborhood watch members. These maps can also be posted around schools in order to inform the students of what guards will be on duty and when they will be on duty. The map also helps ensure that all or most surrounding areas are covered by multiple schools. The family data sheet will serve to have information of all home and members of the Neighborhood Watch program. This sheet will also allow us to keep track of shifts and establish safety homes, which students walking to and from school can run to in case of an emergency. This enables students to know they have somewhere to turn to even if there is no one on duty. At the first meeting, we will allow those interested to socialize and get to know everyone in the program so that there is a feeling of trust and connection between members. We will present every member with the compiled data sheets as well as the block maps. The goal of this project is to ensure safety while also enabling the community to become closer.
In conclusion, we need to keep our children safe within our community.
Parents are responsible for the well-being of their kids at all times, even though they may not be able to physically be there. In this area, most parents are low income, which means that besides working on minimum wage, they work on weekends and have days off during the week. Parents who are free on weekdays are able to spend about 20 to 30 minutes during arrival and dismissal school times.
Well, this has been a brief explanation of our CAT project, and remember, children are the future, and we do not want any to get left behind and get assaulted. Thank you.